I thought today we could just do a good old-fashioned get ready with me, so let's get ready together. Also, you might notice the background is slightly different. I did move the couch, so this is how it's gonna look from now on. What do we think? Also, I'm using my stand-up lights, but I'm in front of the window now, so I have natural light coming in as well. I think the video looks a little sharper this way. All right, I scooted you guys in a little bit closer. We're doing brows first. I'm going in with the NYX, the Brow Glue Crazy Lift. You guys know I love this one. I also really love the original one. And then, of course, I've talked about this as well. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in black. Also, if you hear background noise, ignore that. My husband is currently playing a game with one of his friends. So, yeah, you might hear some background noise. I just wanted to do something kind of chill today. I'm not gonna lie. And I plan on going out anyway today. So why not do a little get ready with me? And then at the end, I do have to show you this outfit because it's really cute. All right, brows are done. That is kind of boring to film, so I didn't film that part. But we're going in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer. I love any of their grippy primers. And the fact that this one is also mattifying is great, especially since it's summertime and the heat just melts off your makeup. This will help keep it on a lot longer, and I have oily skin, so it's very much needed. Same kind of idea, since it's so hot out, I need my makeup to stay on, so what better foundation to use than the Revlon Color Stay, and this is the combination oily skin one, and I have the shade 180. And it's got SPF in it, so we're multitasking right now. There is Zeus hair on my sponge. And this coverage is so good. Like, I don't know why I ever stopped using this. It's so good. And this color match is actually really good too. Do you see this? Yeah. I love this foundation, and it's at the drugstore. Drugstore just does some things right, and this foundation is one of them. You also know I absolutely adore the Maybelline Skin Tint. That is my ride or die. But when it's a little hotter out and I need my makeup to stay on a little bit longer, this is a really good go-to. Now, unfortunately, I have not found any drugstore concealers that beat my Tower 28 or any other concealer that beats it, point blank period, but it would be great if I did, because this is so expensive. It's not that expensive, but at the same time, it's not drugstore prices. I kind of wish it was drugstore prices. So whenever they run a sale on these, I try to get one, because then it is kind of like drugstore. And you already know I have used up one of these already. This is my second one, and I have another one on backup. I was trying to use up more concealers before I opened this one, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't live without having my Tower 28. So that did not happen. We just opened it and went for it anyway. And I don't regret it because I use it all the time. This is my daily concealer. It's that good. The base already looks so flawless. Let's get into bronzer. I have been loving this L'Oreal Lumi Bronze Stick. I have the shade 110 Toasted Sunlight. It's for light medium skin. And I love that it's buildable. So it's not crazy right off the bat. You can build it up and work with it. And if you want to use this on a more like natural makeup day, you totally could. Or for full glam, it really is up to you on how you want to use it. And it blends in so easily. Like I said before, drugstores really coming around, and they have some good products, and it's more affordable than going to Sephora. See, you're bronzy, but it can be natural too, especially once you like set the face and everything. Now for blush, I'm going in with this mini Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin and Rosen Brunch. This color is right up my alley. I've used this a couple times. but I don't use it enough. I think it's because it's the mini and it kind of gets lost in my cream blushes and I forget about it. But again, it's so pretty and right up my alley. And then today is supposed to be hot and it's also supposed to rain, so I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. So yeah, there's that. Like, I'm not gonna curl it or anything because if I do that, it's just gonna fall flat. It's way too humid and my hair already has a hard time holding a curl. And with humidity, it's gone in 5 seconds. Again, since it's so hot, we're going in with the One Size translucent setting powder. This will lock you in. And I do set my entire face. Again, I am oily and it's super hot out, which is not a great combo. And then of course, using my little trick, whatever is left over on my blush brush, I am just tapping onto my cheeks. I'm not adding any more product because it is cream over powder. Don't add any more product, just use whatever is left. And it brings that blush back to life a little bit because it does get a little bit lost once you set your face. Now I am going to start my lip combo because I'm going in with the Sachi lip liner stain in Pinked, and I'm putting this all over my lips, and then I am going to use another lip stain on top. Yeah, it might be extra, but that's just who I am. And you already know the drill. Once you peel this off, it won't be this color. Let's move on to eyes for right now. I lied. I completely skipped highlighter somehow, but we're going in with the Rare Beauty and Exhilarate. And it's just one of those days where I'm just playing around with stuff, so, you know, things happen. But look at how pretty. It's already getting all over my teeth, but it's fine. So just ignore that and we'll clean it up later. I know it's there. Now I just went in with the Rare Beauty eyeliner pencil. Let's get into eyeshadow. So you already know I'm drinking a vanilla Coke per usual, so why not use the Glamlight Coca-Cola palette? Now when they did this collab with Coca-Cola, they have the original one, which I have here, and then they came out with a cherry Coke. I really wish they would have came out with a vanilla. Just saying, really wish they would have. Now, for some reason, I have been really into halo eyes again, so I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Plus, I have the Melt Gel Liner in Scarlet. This was the collab with Bailey Sarian, which is just a really pretty red. I kind of want to put that on the lower lash line, but to start off this look, let's go ahead and use the shade here in the crease. Now, this is unfortunately not available anymore to purchase from the Glamlight website. I know I've seen a few like resellers on like Depop and stuff that's had this, and they have it unused. You could do it that way if you wanted to get your hands on this palette, or just use what you have in your collection, because these are, no offense, more basic colors that a lot of palettes have. And this color honestly reminds me of like ABH or Morphe. Like a lot of brands have colors like this. Just search your collection if you want to recreate this look, because again, a lot of brands have colors like this. So we're starting off with that, and then let's go ahead and start building up the actual like halo eye. So I'm going in with this shade right next to it, and we're gonna start putting this on the outer corner and then inner corner. And again, these kind of colors remind me of like Morphe and ABH and stuff like that. So if you have those brands in your collection, maybe check your palettes. Or again, maybe you have this in your collection and you just haven't used it in a while. This is your sign to use it. Also, if it looks like your eyes are blackened, you're on the right track. I am going to use a little bit of that same color on my lower lash line, just so when we go to put the red, it has something to blend into, if that makes sense, and it isn't just a harsh line underneath my eyeball, because that don't look good. Now let's go ahead and deepen this up a little bit more. I'm going to use the shade right above it, this really pretty shimmery shade. I'm using a smaller brush. And we're just adding a little bit of this to this outer edge. And I'm even using my finger a little bit to blend. Oh, this is gonna look so good once I get a lid shade on. It's gonna make sense. I promise. Just trust the process with this one. Now I do want to intensify this a smidge more. So I'm gonna use this gunmetal-y shade here. I'm just gonna take this and go even further just on this edge and blend into that first shimmery shade a little bit. The inner corner, you're going on the very, very inner portion. It's very tight into that eye. And again, blending it into that first shimmery shade. For the center of the lid, I'm gonna use this silvery shade. It's still like pretty gray. I feel like it's a little bit deeper of a silver. And we are just putting this on the center portion. I love a good like cool and warm mixture. So popping this red on the lower lash line is gonna be so pretty. Now I am just going back and like re-intensifying certain portions of this look, just a little bit. Nothing crazy. We just want to make sure all the colors blend together nicely. Now going in with the red gel liner and put this close to the lashes and smudge it out. It just adds a nice little pop of color too. I love putting red on the lower lash line when you have a cooler tone look on the lid, especially anything with silver. It is so pretty. And yes, I know it's summer, but I don't care. I'm gonna take a little bit of this shimmery black shade in the palette, and it's got red reflex and purple reflex in it. We're gonna tap that off pretty well, and I'm going right up into my lashes and just blending it into that red. So there's not a harsh line between my eyeliner and the red. I am me and I cannot go without inner corner highlight, so I'm using my Rare Beauty on a tiny brush. And we are just hitting this very, very inner corner just to add a little brightness back to the eyes. And then of course a little bit on the inner portion of the lower lash line, just because I like to do that. And again, we want this to last all day, so I'm going in with the original Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I still have not tried the reformulated version, but this one I absolutely love, and I still have some, so I'm gonna use it. While the lashes are being primed and we let that dry, I am gonna take this lip stain off. Yeah. And I personally don't like how the inner portion gets a little bit darker. So I'm wiping a little bit of that off and trying to clean my teeth in the process. Yeah, that really makes the eyes pop. Now, I told you I was doing a lip combo, and the other lip stain I'm going to use is from Rare Beauty, and the shade is Delight. I think this is going to pair really nicely. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. I've never done this combo before, so I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it, but that's actually really good. And I can just keep the Rare Beauty one in my bag and touch up when I need to. That's so pretty. Now I gotta do something with this hair because it's kind of a hot mess. I have come to the conclusion my hair is too clean because I just washed it yesterday. It's not gonna do anything and it's too hot to even mess with it at this point. So this is what we're going with. I have this little necklace from TikTok shop. The outfit here, we have this wolf off the shoulder top from Killstar. And I'm wearing the skirt from my thrift bundle from Ashley. So if you have not seen that video, it's a couple of videos ago, go check it out. Here's a better look at the shirt with the skirt. I'm obsessed. I do have it like all the way past my belly button because it is pretty long. And I didn't want it to be too long today. So I think this will work. And for shoes, I want to be comfortable, so I'm just going to wear my black sandals. But that was it for this get ready with me. I really wish my hair would have turned out, but it's clean. It don't want to do anything. I even put a little dry shampoo in it just so it would have a little volume because I don't know what's going on with that. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching this video. If you like any kind of makeup content, I do a bunch over here. So definitely like and subscribe before you leave. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.